And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. We're on the road today. We are with Poor Chav's Deli in Elizabeth. And so if you haven't had lunch plans made yet, why don't you consider swinging by here and picking up a sandwich to go or sandwich us? Or sit down here behind us and have lunch with us. We'd love to see you. 543-6128 is the number to call. 543-6128. Love to have you come by and say hello to us. And we're here again talking about this great food at Poor Chav's Deli. Love it, love it, love it. Man's in the house. He's going to join us here in just a second. Our buddy Richard Oakes. Let me tell you a couple of birthdays. Again, we've got Rob Fritz coming. We've got Sean Whitten coming. Got several folks. Robbie's going to talk about Hampton Bulldog football and Hampton Bulldog sports. And, of course, Coach Whitten's going to be here talking about the third-ranked team in the state, the Elizabethton Cyclones. A couple of birthdays today. Van Morrison, Brown-Eyed Girl. Remember that song? Van Morrison made it famous. He's having a birthday. He is 78 years old today. Van Morrison is a birthday boy at 78. Let's see. Edwin Moses, Olympic gold medal track and field runner, is 68 today. Richard Gere, the actor out of Hollywood, having a birthday. 74 candles on his birthday cake. Again, on this Thursday, again, August the 31st, final day of the month, kicking off Labor Day weekend, of course, starting tomorrow. We'll be at Food City and Gray to do that. And with that, let's jump in here and go. Let's get us the national anthem rolling. We got some sports to talk about, obviously. That's why we're here. Phone's ringing. I love it. 543-6128. Come by here and pick up lunch. Sit down with us. Again, we have the fountain drinks behind us. We've got tables here, of course. You can sit here and enjoy the lunch. And it's nice and cool in here. Man, he's got the AC. It feels very, very nice in here. I can tell you that. Very nice. So anyway, again, my man's going to join us in a few minutes. But first, here is... And here are, I guess it should be better at here are, well, Trey's in the house. We can get started now. Trey's here. Trey's here. We can start. So here are the Kingdom Mares out of Dollywood with the national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Antique mall with over 50,000 square feet of merchandise. We have about 52, 53, give or take, vendors with different items. We have a great selection of everything from antique, which is over 100 years, to vintage, which is 25 years, and then we do have a little bit of new things. We concentrate on the vintage and antique items. So you can find just about anything for yourself, for your home, and gifts. We have a lot of people that take gifts for their grandparents. They remembered they had them, and it's with their family.
Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Saturdays 10 to 6. Open late for the car shows and anytime they have special events in town.
Need Place, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone football, Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone football. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Look who stopped by. Oh, our buddy, the one, the only, Richard Oakes, ladies. I need to say it. Now playing first base, Richard Oakes.
I did play first base.
Oh, did you really?
Well, 1 year in T-ball. I sat in the dirt most of the time.
Did you really?
I did, yeah.
Played in the dirt?
Sun was too hot. Never got over the sun.
Never got over the sun. Played in the dirt. First baseman, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Richard Oakes.
Nice ring to it. I should have stayed in sports.
You should have stayed. I could have called your name out. Hello, Rob Fritz. He joins us in a few minutes talking to Hampton football. Sean Witten joins us coming up here a little bit later on. We're here again live at Poor Trav's Deli. 543-6128. Music to my ears walking in here in the phone ring. Folks already calling in orders, ready to go for a Thursday. So I'm going to hit this right here. We're going to talk about it for just a second. With one of our great sponsors, of course, Richard Oakes and Poor Trav's Deli. As the late John Ward would say, it's football time in Tennessee. So Friday night games, Saturday games. Tell us how you can take care of us and hook us up. Poor Trav's Deli.
Yeah, you can give us a call right before the game. Grab a bag on your way out and sneak it right on in.
Yep.
Enjoy the game while you eat a nice sandwich.
That's it. 543-6128, the number to call. Again, we always say thanks because he sponsors the Player of the Games for Elizabeth and Tia Duggar Sports, and we always thank him for that. So,
Love
gosh,
doing it.
let's talk salads a little bit. Tell me about salads. Put the salads here, would you please?
We want a big collapsible tray with a fistful of lettuce and some shredded cheese. We'll put some ham, turkey, or roast beef in that if you like. We've got tomatoes, croutons, spicy onions, jalapenos, banana peppers. We've got 4 kinds of dressing. We've got ranch, Thousand Island, golden Italian, and honey mustard.
543-6128, the number to call. And talk about the hot subs. He's got a ton of them, and they don't scrimp on the meat at Poor Trav's Deli. You get a sandwich, you get a sandwich. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we got ham and cheese. That's our most popular sandwich, so highly recommend that if you've never eaten with us before, just to see. It's a good starting point. Roast beef's my personal favorite. That's what I eat the most. I like provolone cheese and sharp cheddar or Swiss on mine. And then let's see, Reuben's a very popular sandwich. It's corned beef, sauerkraut, cheese, mustard, and spicy onions is how we prepare it in the house. But we keep Thousand Island on hand if you like it the traditional way. We've got turkey and Mad Italians. Mad Italian's a ham-turkey combination. It's very popular.
Absolutely.
Yeah, people eat them all the time. So that's another good spot if you want to try something with 2 different flavors on it. Let's see.
Got steak and cheese.
Yeah,
Yep.
steak and cheese. It's a Philly-style steak. We don't saute peppers and onions, so it's not a Philly-style sandwich. But we cook that meat down and we season it with garlic salt and put some lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise on it. It's a very popular sandwich too. We've got marinara sauce now, so we can make pizza sandwiches. We have pepperoni and cheese sandwich. We also have a meatball sub. We put provolone cheese on those and melt it real good for you. Parmesan cheese shaking all over it. Good stuff.
543-6128. Hours are open at Poor Trav's Deli.
We're open 9 to 9 Monday through Saturday.
9 to 9, Monday through Saturday. Closed on Sunday. Phone number is 543-6128. Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us on Facebook.
And on Facebook.
Check us out.
Great sponsor, folks, of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Our buddy Richard Oakes and the gang right here at Poor Trav's Deli in Elizabethton. We just made a commercial. So let's run down through here. You got ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, Mad Italian, corned beef, Reuben, pastrami, steak.
I missed the pastrami.
Roast beef, that's all right.
Yeah.
Cheese, pepperoni and cheese, the meatball sub, and the BLT. How many places still make a good old traditional BLT? Well, they do here. You sell a bunch of them, too, don't you?
Yeah, dude. Bacon sandwich is pretty good.
Yeah, so good stuff, folks. Again, here's the thing. I say this every time. Tonight we got a volleyball game or match. Be giving away some players the games. Remember this company or this organization or this restaurant. They are helping your kids. If you're an Elizabeth or Tia Duggar parent out there, we award a player of the game based on who we think does a really, really good job. So the old adage, he's scratching your kid's back, scratch his back. Be sure and do that. 543-6128. Nothing to come by and thank him. If your child's won one of these for no other reason, walk in and say thanks, Richard, for doing it because they're giving away free food. Not everybody will do that.
Keep doing it. We love doing it.
Love doing it.
Yep.
But it does cost. So when it's time to order a sandwich, remember him because he's giving free sandwiches away to the kids. Just that simple. So that's what we do. We're fixing to eat here in a little while. And hello, Inez Burton. How you doing, lady? And Lisa Baker says, I love Poor Trav's. I'm there all the time. You are Baker. Baker's a dandy. She's a nice one. So anyway, that's what we do. So have a small operation like this, a mom and pop restaurant says we want to give away sandwiches, please remember when you get ready to order sandwiches, go, you know what? Poor Trav's been helping our kids. We're going to order from Poor Trav's. That's the way it should be, right?
Yeah.
Nice hat, by the way.
Thank you very much. Great man gave me this hat.
Yeah. Who was that? I don't know who that was.
Mr. Taylor.
Oh, he's an old country boy. So, anyway, good stuff. We appreciate him very much. They're already starting to line up. We
Yeah.
love it. 543-6128. Going into the Labor Day weekend, you'll be open. Will you be open Labor Day?
Yeah, we'll be open Monday.
All right, there you go.
Come see
So
us.
if you're picnicking, going to the lake, we got a football game we're streaming Monday morning at 10 o'clock, the JV and Greenville JV game at the stadium. So if you're going to, I think, the prettiest lake in the world, Watauga Lake. If you don't think there's a God, go to Watauga Lake and just sit there and look at the mountains. It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh,
I'd never leave Carter County, man.
no.
I love it here.
First time I went up there, it was just like surreal for me. I sit there on the bank and I thought, wow, good grief. It's like something you see in a magazine. It's how pretty it is. So if you're going to the lake, wherever you're going this weekend, for the Labor Day weekend, remember, if you're going to have folks over, got a big football game on
Yeah.
Monday night. You got Clemson and Duke. And so see how good Clemson is this year. For whatever reason, on Labor Day, give them a call and get a sandwich here and support these folks.
We'll take care of you.
I know you got to get over and get after it.
Yeah, man.
I like the man with the blue gloves. Like,
I'm
I'm
change
talking to
them
the
and get back
doctor.
to work.
You what?
I said I have a bad habit just not
Yeah.
taking them off. I got to
Change them, get back to work. Love you, man.
Love
Thanks.
you too, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Yep, quick break. Rob Fritz joins us next talking Hampton sports. We'll do that right after this break since I found the commercial. Oh, goodness, where is he? Adrian's in the house somewhere. I'll tell you what, we'll run this and be right back. After this, from one of our great sponsors, how about the good folks from Cannon Dental?
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them. It's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
Tell us what's going on, sir.
We've got some huge savings on Tempur-Pedic. You can save up to $500 off of an individual mattress. If you were to do, a full set with adjustable bases, split kings, you could save all the way up to $1,000.
Adjustable base, what's that mean?
It's the best way to sleep, to improve your overall health. It will raise your head, raise your feet. It also puts you in a recline position to just help you get more comfortable so you don't toss and turn through the night, which is, the main goal to get you better sleep. It'll help your breathing, stop your snoring, help better overall blood circulation.
Through September the 19th, Tempur-Pedic made in Southwest Virginia. What size beds do you have?
We've got everything from twin to Cali King, anything from twin to Cali King.
Yep, from Twin to Cali Kings. All available here. Tempur-Pedic made in Southwest Virginia. The sale through September the 19th. How do we find you on social media?
You can go to our Facebook page, Cannon's Furniture there, and we also have Cannon's Homefurniture.com that you can go, which is our own website.
Here you go. Sale going on, folks. Tempur-Pedic bedding sale made in Southwest Virginia, sold here at Cannon's Furniture, downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, buy it at Betsy, and buy it at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton. Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Look who stopped by. Again, we're live here at Poor Trav's Deli, 543-6128. Would love to have you come by and grab a sandwich. Most of the folks get it and take it right back out the door, but we do have seating behind us. We also have the fountain drinks We have the Pepsi products, Diet Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Dew, Diet Dew. Got them all. So if you are so inclined, we got 10 cases full of drinks here. I think we got every potato chip known to man. Cape Cod, Wise, Tom's. What else we got here? Lay's, Doritos, Ruffles. Even got Cracker Jacks, Fritos, Funyuns. And they go on and on Tom's, Lance. I think I mentioned Lance. So they're all right here, folks. Again, Port Travis Deli to get a drink and a sandwich if you want to. If you just want a sandwich, whatever you want to do. 543-6128 is the number to call. Cyclone volleyball tonight, 6:15 airtime. We'll go first hit, the first serve at 6:30 against Chucky Dokes, conference matchup. So Rob's here with us with Hampton Bulldog Sports, primarily football. That's the biggie right now. We get that. They are currently 8th in the state. They are 1-1. Pigeon Forge loss, Johnson County win. So talk about the season. So first off, good morning.
Good morning.
I want you to.
Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for coming by here. So actually stop. Hold that right there. Put your finger up on the screen. Take that off. Let me put it up here and let everybody see this. This is the state championship ring. The Hampton Bulldog basketball team, which is, again, as I say when I'm at the jeweler's bench, this camera's not going to do it justice, but this is really, really spiffy. Look at that, state champions.
And it's also got an engraving on the inside of the ring that says from the doghouse to the glass house.
Wow. That is awesome.
So,
From the doghouse to the outhouse. That is great. Up on top is Bulldog blue stones around the top. Again, this camera's not going to do it justice, but it is a beautiful ring. There it says, of course, Robbie's name's on one side, the state of Tennessee logo with the 3 stars representing the 3 parts of the state. Over on this side says Hampton 29-8, 2023 state champs. Love it. On top is the
it's the Bulldog.
It's a Bulldog. So I don't have my glasses. So awesome right there. That is great. They had the presentation win.
We done it on Sunday afternoon. We had all the players there, support staff. Had Coach White was there as well. There's one of the pictures that's floating around there too was Coach White. We got Coach White a ring as well, and Coach was able to present. So the 4 coaches on the coaching staff, all 4 of those played under Coach White. So it was really a special moment for him to present the state championship rings to the players that played for him. Coach Matheson, they played in the state championship game. Coach Smith, they got the Final Four. You had Coach West Murray, they made the Final Four. Coach Humphrey's bunch didn't have as much success, but still was a good bunch and things. But 3 of those 4 coaches played either in the state Final Four or a state championship game.
Wow.
And so it was a pretty special moment that they got to be there with that on Sunday. We had a good crowd that turned out. Just can't thank the people enough for making that possible. And do want to mention, we've got great partners throughout this community. Carter County Bank and Citizens Bank both were really good partners in making the financial part of things also for the rings and the stuff on that. We just can't thank those people enough. The alumni of Hampton, the community, all of East Tennessee really, not just Carter County, all of East Tennessee, people that bought hats, bought shirts, bought hoodies, just chipped in and things. As things go, as you know, when you start getting down the road and things, it doesn't matter where you're at, which school it is. It's like I've heard you talking about Evan Carter. When people make the big time or do something really good, we want to cheer on everybody. We're cheering on Mr. Carter just as much as anybody from Elizabeth or wherever. We want to see him, and it's not going to be too long till he's going to be in the big show.
Absolutely. If you missed it 2 nights ago, I didn't check last night. I probably need to go back and try and see what he did last night. Or Monday night, he got elevated to Round Rock AAA for the Rangers. Went 4 for 4. Had an RBI and a stolen base, and so he's one of us, Elizabethan kid and a Tri-Cities kid. And like Robbie said, and he's right, when you get to this point, I don't care who it is. For me personally, it may not be for you all, but for me, forget the color of their uniform and the school they went for. And I don't care if it's where they're from. If they make it to the big dance, because it's so tough to do that in any sport, to get to the pros in any sport, at any time, on any level. So anytime one of our kids in this neck of the woods, girls or guys, do that, I'm cheering them on. I'm all for it. And remember Daniel Kilgore went. I mean, we can go down the list of guys who've been to the NFL. Braille Franklin from Johnson City. So, and I'm going to start. I'm going to leave somebody out. Of course, the obvious is Jason Witten here in Elizabethton. But, he's right. And so awesome time. So Coach White's all four coaches at some point were tied into Coach White, so he got to present the ring.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
All four of them, and it was just like I said, just a special moment. And then seeing those boys get their rings and just the smiles on their faces, and it's as you've been there through Elizabeth and winning their different state championships around. I've talked to some of the guys that was at UNACA when they won the state basketball tournament several years back and things. It's just a phenomenal achievement, and just don't want to let things die, just as we don't for any of the teams around here that win the state championships.
Oh yeah, can't let that. I mean, it's so tough to get there,
So
and
much
then
luck
once you
has
get
to
there,
go
it's so
along, too.
tough to win it,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And you got to have a lot of luck,
Yeah.
You do. It's you can be really good, and still some things don't go your way.
Yep. Hello to Cheryl Richenberg. Do you know Cheryl Richenberg?
That's Chance Point's family there that plays for us. Chance is going to be out for several weeks. Chance got injured the first week there. It's Kathy Laws' sister there and things. But Chance got hurt, had a rare collarbone type injury where the thing dislocated. Like he actually had to go in and they done surgery to get it popped back into place. It was just one of those freak injuries, but don't know what the timeline's really going to be on him. But hopefully we just get him back at some point, and just want the youngin to be safe. He's a phenomenal athlete and 3-sport star, so it was all-state baseball as well. So. And he was the one that hit the three-pointer in the corner at state tournament. Hits one shot over the course of 3 games down there, but it was the biggest one. It's kind of like a shot heard around the world. It was definitely the shot heard around Hampton that we talked about for the rest of eternity.
Yeah. I remember when Buckles came here, was on the show, but he was here. He talked about that shot out of the corner.
Yeah.
So when you said it, you got to push his collarbone back in place. It gave me the willies.
Yeah,
So,
it's just like I said, just a freak accident. Just
Yeah.
one of those things that happen.
Look- Look what the cats drug in here. The boys are in here. Michael Fields and Carl Wilson are in the house. Look at them. And they act like they don't hear me, and we ain't that big a room. They hear me. They just don't want to. Hello, Ronnie Woods. Ron, how you doing, sir? And Russell Riddle. We're live here at Port Travis Deli in Elizabeth, and we're talking to Robbie about the state tournament basketball team and football. Beginning the ring presentation. Ring presentation was past Sunday, and so kids got their rings. Now, of course, they become the hunted. Everybody knows that. So now everybody wants, when you win it, everybody wants to knock off the defending state champ. So added pressure, and so they've had a pretty good summer in basketball camp, haven't they?
Had a good summer. We stayed healthy was a main key there, and getting a lot of boys some reps, and a lot of different kids going to have to step up in some things. We lost 4 seniors. They were instrumental in the program in so many different ways. It didn't have to be on the court during the ball game, but just the work ethic they've had and everything that went into it. We've got to find a senior leader coming up, though. We lost our leader with Caden. He's now over at Milligan College or University, and we've got to find that. Wanted to find 25, 30 points a ball game. You got to figure out somewhere there. But the boys, they're up for the challenge. Hayden Campbell, Hayden's going to be looked on to do a little bit more this year. Gino Carrico, Dylan Trivet, like I said, Chance Point. We've got some young kids though with Tuff Robinson and Jaden Nave factoring in on some things there. So we're just one game at a time. Coach Smith is, to me, he's the best in the business, and he gets everybody ready.
Love interviewing Coach Smith during basketball. 543-6128, the number to call. Carl, what kind of sandwich you getting, buddy? Meatball. What about you there, Daddy Fields? Hot ham and cheese. The boys are in here getting some lunch. It's good. They work like bar mules. Are out there again hanging sheetrock. Where are you at today, Carl?
We've been in Abington.
Abington, Virginia today, doing sheetrock. So they're back in town. We're talking to Robbie. It's Switch Gears Talk Football. Pigeon Forge. Hampton lost to Pigeon Forge. And comes back last week, get a big win at Johnson County. We're 1-1. Bulldogs are heading off to Pisgah. Are they coming to you? You going to them?
We're going to them. Pisgah, North Carolina, over in Canton. It's kind of between Weaverville and Asheville, about an hour and a half, hour and 45-minute ride. Very good football team over there. A large school, got over 900 kids in the school. They were very competitive with Crockett in a home series that they've had in the past 2 years there. But we're looking as a challenge for our boys to go over and see how we're doing. We held on at Johnson County on Friday night. It was a good ball game for our boys. That showed a lot of grit and determination at the end. Really just making some plays happen down the stretch just to hold on and get that win. Dominic Burleson had, I think it was 28 carries, about 170 yards rushing, and 4 touchdowns though on the night up there. Gino Carrico had another touchdown up there for us. boys, we're just trying to find our identity. We're like a lot of teams right now. Kind of felt like, Johnson County, they should no quit though either. Kudos to them, their coaching staff. They get down 32-18. They battle back, honestly, with a chance to tie down the stretch in the last minute of the ball game with the ball. Connor Simcox throwing the ball around and making some plays there for the Longhorns. So we just got to find, like I said, just kind of finding our identity. And Coach Lunsford and the guys are just working hard and every chance they get, trying to get better.
Trying to get better. So you travel to Canton. So from Hampton to Canton would be what?
It's about an hour and 45 minutes over there. So in a car, but in a bus, it's probably going to be
2
hours.
2:15.
Yeah, I think they're leaving actually at 2:30 tomorrow and go over, get a bite to eat in the Asheville area somewhere, and then head on as far as that goes. You're talking about different things. People don't realize the expense that it takes on a football team. With the basketball teams, you're talking, 15 kids and some support staff and things. You talk to these football teams, you're talking minimum of most places 45, 50 kids, and if you get a teams that are the bigger classifications, 75 and 80, you're transporting support staff, the financial means behind it. So, get out and support these places that support your schools, like here at Port Travis, these people that help out and do the things and stuff, because it is an expensive when you're going doing these long travels. We've got 2 more long travels this year. We go to Eagleton, which is down around Maryville this year, and that's a conference game this year.
Wow.
For us. And then we've also got another conference game that they go to Cumberland Gap. And if you've never been to Cumberland Gap, I don't suggest go because it's out in the middle of nowhere. it's
pack a lunch.
It is.
Come to Port Travis, get something to eat.
That's right. Take 2 sandwiches, one for the road down and one for the way back too. But it is out, and it's a beautiful school and things down there. But it's just a haul.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, Coach Lunsford, they're really getting some things rolling, trying to just tweak different things. Like I said, mentioned earlier, Chance went down, so it really throws a wrench in your secondary to what you had thinking that we had going on this year. And that's it, like the old adage goes, next man up.
Next man up. So if you think you're putting more gas in your car and it's costing to do that, and it is, that's kind of fluctuating, but it's been going up steadily. Think about trying to fill up a couple of school buses and how much it's costing to put more gas or fuel in the school buses, truck over the mountain and feed all these guys. And he's exactly right. So.
Well, it's like y'all last week. You go to Morristown, and then you don't even get to play the full ball game, which you still get the win out of it. And but the boys really don't get the opportunity. Statistically, they want to do things as well, and then you take and you don't get that extra time and things to do for a full ball game. That really goes down the tube on some. It's like you look at the Greenville and Dobbins-Bennett game. That they've called that a no contest, and and you do look at the statistical things for some of these kids and stuff as far as that goes. So.
As Doug Fritz said yesterday, he talked to the TSSAA. The stats will count individually, but the team stats don't. I mean, it's
right.
It's as if they didn't play. So, you go over there, and if you're DB in Greenville, and we can't control the weather, obviously, but you get over there and you play, and you got down 14-14. It's a dogfight. Weather comes, sets in, they cancel the game or stop it, and everybody goes home. And it's I wouldn't say it's all for nothing because you still got a chance to play, but you know what? You don't have a chance to talk about it from a record standpoint. So.
It's like a glorified jamboree game.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Here it is today, Mark 10:27. Jesus looked at them and said, "With man, this is impossible, but not with God, for with God, all things are possible." He runs the show.
Yes, sir.
Why would we think there's anything we're going through right now or someone we love's going through that he can't fix or help? He's running the show. This is his place. We're just passing through. Mark 10:27, Jesus looked at them and said, "With man this is impossible, but not with God, for with God all things are possible." That's the verse of the day today here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Middle school football doing good?
Middle school, Coach Jones got those boys down there rolling. Went to Happy Valley Tuesday night, 44-6 win over there. Go to Johnson County tonight. It's just like, you have to have those feeder programs coming up through the high school ranks, and, having a good coaching staff at that middle school level really transfers things over on the high school level so much because they're not behind on learning just the simple things and just the basics of the sport. And it's just we're blessed to have some good coaches down there and helping out.
Got the Junior Bulldogs too, don't you?
Do what now?
You guys have the Junior Bulldogs program too?
We've got the junior with the youth leagues.
Yeah.
And they coach, I kind of keep up with them because several of those kids around. Adam Townsend that used to play at Hampton. Adam's got a little group that's they're on a roll. They beat Happy Valley the other day. I guess it was 39-6 was the final. They're just rolling through and things. From what they said, I can't remember which one of the Elizabethan teams it is. Maybe Elizabethan Black is the one, but maybe on a crash course. It might be a game that we might need to sit in and do some commentating on them little grass cutter guys.
Oh, really?
Tackle, because evidently they're on a crash course. I guess it's Sean's team that he coaches with the little tackle team. That I think they're on a crash course for each other.
To meet?
Yep. So,
At some point down the
yeah,
line.
it's just, but it's fun to go watch these guys and and just thank the people that volunteer coaching and things, because it's like talking about Coach Witten. People don't realize the amount of time he puts in at the high school, and then the amount of time he puts in with everything else. So too, his grandfather, Coach Ryder, was just a phenomenal man, and it's bled over into the grandkids as well. And we're just blessed, not just at Elizabethan and Hampton, but all throughout our county here in Carter County and Northeast Tennessee, the amount of coaches that really put the time in and do it for the kids.
Absolutely. He's spot on, because these coaches on Saturday mornings not getting paid. They're volunteer to make these kids better, teach them about life, do the game of football in this case. They do basketball, all the other sports as well, but we're talking about the junior Cyclone and junior Bulldog programs. And so, yep, it's a good thing. And you're right, coaches sacrifice their time away from their family. Now, a lot of them probably have kids playing. That's why they're out there. But still, it's quality time on the field, but not necessarily quality time one-on-one with your kid because you're coaching. So, yep, we do appreciate them spending the time to invest in our young people, because that's our future.
That's right.
Whether it's a Hampton kid or an Elizabethan kid or a Jonesboro kid or Kingsport kid, wherever.
But
Kids
a lot
are
of the times,
kids.
though, you need those other assistant coaches, because normally their kid's not going to listen to them nearly as much as they listen
Yeah.
to somebody else. So
Yeah.
it's
just dad talking.
Yeah, right. So it's kind of like a chess game in some ways, I think, for the parents on that. But it's like Coach Smith's kid. He's got a small kid that plays football, and Coach just enjoys being able to go to a ball game and just be a dad. Some of those guys and girls that do the coaches able to go and just be a parent and just a spectator and a fan.
Bart Lyons said, Rob Fritz is a true Bulldog, none better than Rob. How about that? It's coming from Bart. He's a nice one.
Bart's a good one. He really is. Science Hill through and through.
Yep. Tony Briggs, Dixie McDuffie watching, Russell Riddle. We got Rick Ranson down in Pensacola. He dodged the bullet. As I said yesterday, and I'm going to tell you again, if you think you're having a bad day here in East Tennessee or wherever you're watching, and you're not in North Carolina or South Carolina or Georgia or Florida, you're literally picking up the pieces, your homes, your businesses, the water, the wind. So if you think you're having a bad day up here, think about those folks. We all know somebody down that area. Think about what they're going through today. So they're just trying to find, trying to put their life back in order.
It is. It's it's amazing what Mother Nature can do at times, and the water, the storm surge down there, seeing that, and the wind damage and things. It's just, you just prayers go out for all those people.
Absolutely. I've been there. I was there when Hugo. We didn't have any water. 1990, when I was in Charleston, we didn't have any water, electricity for 4 weeks. Now, you talking about letting you put everything in perspective. No water, no lights for 4 weeks.
Wow.
So there was a church up in Greenville-Spartanburg that was brought down to the church we were going to there in Charleston, North Charleston. They brought Beanie Weenies, Pop-Tarts, and applesauce, non-perishables, and peanut butter, and crackers. And that's what we lived off of. And Wagner orange juice. He brought a bunch of Wagner orange juice bottles, and that's what we lived off of until everything got restored. So it'll humble you, folks. You think you got everything going. Here's the thing it teaches you. You think you're in control. You're not in control of anything. It's like it can change that quick, whether it's a health issue, a weather issue. So you think you got it together, and you're 10 foot tall and bulletproof, as Travis Tritt sings. Ain't that way, is it, Chief?
No, sir.
No.
That's for sure.
So anyway, Hampton Bulldogs go to Pisgah. Pisgah. It's obviously a Native American name. I would assume it's the Cherokee Indian tribe. I think
it's part of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the predominant Indian tribe in North Carolina. There's a lot of them there, but I think they're going to Cherokee and Canton, North Carolina. So good luck to the Bulldogs. When's your next home game?
2 more weeks. Trying to think of where we're at next week, but the week after we got it'll be Happy Valley at home. And if you're coming out that night, come early. We're going to boys basketball is going to be hosting a bean supper that night, $6. So come out and support boys basketball that night. That'll be a good time, and have dinner before the ball game, and going in.
Bean supper and bulldog football. How about that? So that's cool. That is neat. See, that's what I like about this area. It's a slice of Americana. Have a bean supper, and just come out, watch a football game, go have a bean supper. Not everybody does that around in this country,
No,
but we do it in East Tennessee, don't
That's
we?
exactly right.
Yeah.
Coach Matheson's been heading that up for several years now, and it's just it's soup, beans, cornbread, and some onions and dessert and a drink. $6. It's just like here at Port Travis. What a deal!
Yeah, that'll set a man free there. A bowl of soup, beans, and cornbread, some chow chow on top of it, and chase with some sweet tea. That's good stuff there. That's country. I like it. So, Robbie, I appreciate you, sir. The Hampton connection, I guess 3 or 4 years ago on this show, started with this man right here. And so we've had Coach Lunsford on. We had Coach Smith on. We'll have him back on again, hopefully starting next week. Want Robbie coming in as much as he can. And then we had the baseball coach, just went
Coach
blank.
Perkins.
Has the beard. Love it.
Coach Carpenter, which is director of schools, call it some there, and Coach Carpenter, when he was there, it was schedules just crazy schedule for him, but he did a phenomenal job with those girls, and now we've got Coach Humphrey taking over the girls program. So just a lot of things going on. We've got Miss Peak that coaches the girls volleyball, and then we've got Coach Justin Lyons that does our golf team. It's just a plethora of coaches, and
Sure.
just lucky.
And I'll say this. I reach out to a lot of schools. Not every school will respond back. Robbie said, I'll come anywhere, anytime. As long as my schedule, he's got his day job, and as long as I can fit it into my day schedule, and he did today, I'll come promote Hampton. I love it. So that's what it's all about, promoting these kids. It's all about the kids.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Always is. That's our future.
Get you some lunch. What are you going to get?
I want to have a probably just a plain ham sandwich. Just give a little story here real quick. This place just has a special place in my heart. My mama passed away. It's been about 4.5 years ago, and if she'd ever say where she could have her last meal at, she'd either picked here or Greg's Pizza. And that day, they come in here, and my mom always got a hot ham and cheese sandwich with mayonnaise and lettuce, a bag of Munchos chips, and 4 slices of pickles, and it would make her 2 meals out of it. And she loved that. She got a sandwich here, had lunch, and just about 4 hours later, ended up had a massive heart attack and passed away. But trust me, she enjoyed this meal. Was if she could have picked a place, it would have been here or Greg's Pizza.
Her last meal.
Yep. Love this place.
Excuse me. Port Travis Deli.
Yep.
So it does have a special place for
It
you.
really does.
And it should. So,
It's
gonna make me start. You're gonna get me choked up here, sir. You ain't supposed to get choked up. So,
It's always been a great place. I remember coming in here as a kid when it was Poor Jim's back in the day, and and it's just changed names, but it's still a great family atmosphere, and just people take care of you when you come in, and just the great food.
Yes.
You can't beat the food here.
no, sir. Thank you again.
Yes, sir.
James Bowers says Happy Valley next week.
Happy Valley next.
James T. Bowers. You know Jim
Yeah.
Bowers?
James, he also he volunteers, helps drive some school buses for the teams, and he drove the girls last year on things, and he's driving the football team this year as well. So we like those volunteer guys as well.
Volunteer bus drivers. There you go. So, thank you, sir. Get you
Yes,
some
sir.
lunch.
Thank you.
Yep, we are live here. We are. We're on the road, as we say. We'll be right back after this. We'll take a look at some more college football news. Yep, it's not going away. The ACC, Stanford, California, SMU, not going away. We'll talk about it next, right after this, from the Jewelers Bench on the Tom Taylor Sports Cyclone Sports on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. What all do you have here at the Jewelers Bench?
So we carry an assortment of items. We've got Watchwise, G-Shock, Bearings, Citizens, Pearl-Wise. We do Imperial Pearl. I get some from a company called AGI, really great company. Diamonds, we do all kinds from Shaw Diamonds. We have lab-grown diamonds, Pandora. Do carry Classic Imports, which is sterling silver items, and then Sterling Reputation, that's sterling silver items. PRO is sterling silver, diamond, 14 karat, yellow gold. Spotto watch bands, stuff from Equity Diamonds, just a wider range.
Jewelry repair, do a lot of that, of course. And jewelry cleaning, all that available here again as we are here at the Jewelers Bench. And so, social media, how do we find you?
So Facebook and Instagram, and then website is jewelersbenchtn.com.
One of our great sponsors, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillon Sports Show, the great folks at the Jewelers Bench. Well, guess what? He said, I forgot to tell you something. I said, well, it's my show. Let it rip, brother. What you got going on? So this is from the Jewelers Bench, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me put that up there real quick so they can see it. Again, all right, tell us what this is.
Had the Jewelers Bench along with one of our players' moms there, Miss Lori Anspaugh. She got together with Sherry over at the Jewelers Bench, and they designed a necklace medallion and things for our coaches' wives, and a few of those that we had done there that the Butcher Club had got for
Look at
those.
that.
And just something like we talked about before, the coaches, the time they spend away, the wives really are the backbone of the program as well.
Absolutely.
So we want to do something for those 4 wives and a few other people that got those as well. But the Jewelers Bench did a phenomenal job. Sherry and the staff over there with John and them did just a great job with that. So can't thank them enough on that for what they did helping us out there.
That's what it's all about, folks.
Yes, sir.
Taking care of the mamas, the wives. Behind every good man is a great woman. So there you go. And to be a coach's wife is tough.
I'm sure it
is tough.
Phenomenal.
Yep.
We've got some great ones there at Hampton for sure.
Yep. All right, sir. Get you some
Thanks
lunch.
again.
Coach White's watching, by the way. How about that?
Coach White's a great one. That's for
Coach
sure.
White is class, buddy. Yes. And he says, hi, Tom. Hi, Coach. How you doing? So, very good. That is really cool, Coach. You just told us, you just tuned in, but I didn't know this, that all 4 of the coaches on the state basketball team, championship team, all 4 of the coaches were tied into you in one way, shape, or form. I think he said most of them played for you or around you. And so you got to go back and present the rings to those coaches on Sunday. That is really cool. He just showed the state championship ring. So very, very nice. The Hampton Bulldogs. We like supporting the Bulldogs and Unaka and Crockett and Boone, and we're all about everybody we can support. These kids are just that, folks. These are kids playing something they love. Probably 99% of them are not going to go into college and play scholarship ball or play at all. So they're out there on a Friday night, in this case football, doing it because they love it. And it's just that simple, for the love of the game. And, there you go. So anytime we can promote these kids is what we're going to do, and we love doing this show for that very reason. Hello, Coach Holt. How you doing, sir? That would be the dancing champion. We call him Champ now. Champ Holt, the Dancing with the Stars champ. All right. They had a meeting yesterday about the playoffs, college football playoffs, and so they've decided we're not going to make any changes yet. So Pac-12 is just 4 schools, we know that, bound to the conference beyond 2024. Stanford, California, Oregon State, and Washington State. ACC has explored the possibility of adding the Bay Area schools, but so for right now, they're going to do a wait and see. So they're not going to tweak the college football playoffs. So they have decided. I'm trying to scan this article real quick, but let's see what it says here. Different models have been publicly rumored. But if the Pac-12 completely collapses, it'll leave the sport with 9 FBS conferences. If the Pac-12 ultimately rebuilds with its 4 remaining teams, the league would have the right to block any format changes for the next 2 years. So basically what they're saying is they're going to leave it as is for now. So format change, the primary purpose of the Wednesday meeting was logistics. The committee passed a stipend for player families to travel to all rounds of the college football playoff. Let's see. Plans for further national championship game sites were also discussed. So basically what they've said here, as I'm scanning this article, is that they are going to wait it out here. So only folks in the Pac-12, let me see here what it says. Yep, they're going to wait it out. They're going to just wait. And delayed until realignment. ACC expansion is complete. So they're going to leave as is. So no changes in the college football playoff format in the foreseeable future to see what's going to happen with the ACC. Will they bring in Stanford, Cal, and SMU? Will the Pac-12 completely collapse? So that's what they're looking at. And so there are no changes for the college football playoff model, if you will, for the foreseeable future. So there you go. All right, let's take a look at Major League Baseball. We're live here again at Port Travis Deli. 543-6128 is the number to call. Tonight, it's a limited schedule, but it's a big, big series. The Braves, after thrashing the Colorado Rockies, man, they beat them like a middle school team. It's pitiful. They are moving in. They are the real deal. The Braves are moving into Dodger Stadium tonight for a weekend set. Tonight it's Spencer Strider against Lance Lynn. Lance Lynn 3-0 for the Dodgers. Strider 15-4. Tomorrow night, Julio Urias for the Dodgers. Mike Spreed will go for the Braves. Saturday's matchup, Gavin Stone for the Dodgers. Bryce Elder for the Braves. And Sunday's wrap-up, it's a 4-game set, obviously. Bobby Miller for the Dodgers, and Charlie Morton will go for the Braves. Big matchup. Lots going on as far as the playoff implications. And, you know, probably, I would say that 2 of the 3 best teams in baseball right now, as far as record-wise, in fact, I know they are, would be the Braves, the Dodgers, and the Baltimore Orioles are the 3 best right now in baseball. And so let me make sure I can confirm that. Braves 659, Dodgers 626, Orioles 624. Yep, 3 best teams in baseball in that order. Braves, Dodgers, and Orioles. So 2 of the 3 are going to get with it starting tonight at Dodger Stadium. And so it'll be, as we said, Lance Lynn for the Dodgers and Spencer Strider will go for the Atlanta Braves. Now the Braves can spend the next month attempting to prove they are the best home run hitting team in baseball has ever seen. Right around 30 games still remaining, they can take great pride in having already posted the highest homer total in the history of the Atlanta Braves. Arcia hit one last night, hitting the record-setting 250th home run in the 6th inning. Braves beat the Rockies 7-3. So, as it's been in the last couple of months, not a matter when, not if the record would fall, and it has fallen. Marcell Ozuna, Arcia all-homered by Darius Vines, who allowed just 2 runs in his Major League debut. So, Vines became the first. Hello, Pastor Stout. Hi, Brother Tom and Coach Jerry White. Love you guys. Thank you, sir. That's my buddy, Pastor Stout. What a cool cat. He's a Bulldog through and through now. He bleeds Hampton Blue. So, fact is really, yeah, he's just really cool. And he loves the Hampton Bulldogs. Played for him, obviously, back in the day for Coach Van Us. Vines became the first visiting pitcher to allow 2 runs or less while tossing at least 6 innings while debuting in a other team stadium. Another one of those nerd stats. I don't know who these people, I don't know who sets and comes up with this stuff, but it's interesting for us broadcasters to tell you about it. So Vines became the first visiting pitcher to allow 2 runs or less while tossing at least 6 innings of baseball in his debut in another team stadium. Pretty cool. So, by the way, the franchise record of home runs goes back to 2019 when Ronald Acuna Jr., Freddie Freeman, and Josh Donaldson all hit at least 37 home runs. This year's team, or the 2022 club, now ranks 3rd in franchise history, 243. So this year's team is the team right now as far as home runs for the Atlanta Braves. Number 250 last night, and they keep on climbing. As I said yesterday on the show, we were talking to Greg Salyer, a baseball guy. Hello, Benny Carringer. How you doing, sir, from the Salvation Army? Register to ring.com, please, to ring those bells. And they're going to start that tomorrow, registering to ring the bells for Christmas coming up, because it'll be here before you know it. What we're talking about, the Braves. So the general manager of the Braves, of the other teams in Major League Baseball, said they have no weaknesses. I've never heard that. I've always heard somebody say, well, they're not too good here, not too good there. They have no weaknesses. And they don't. So I don't know how you're going to beat them, but if anybody can, the Dodgers will have a good shot at it. Starting tonight, a 4-game set at Dodger Stadium is Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles. The other games today, it's a travel day. The Yankees in Detroit at 1:10 first pitch in Detroit. Tonight, Miami and Washington, San Francisco at San Diego, and as we said, the Braves and the Dodgers start a big one starting at 10:10 tonight from Los Angeles, and it's a very obviously abbreviated schedule for travel day. Everybody else moving up in the new series is tomorrow across Major League Baseball. Another team that's red hot right now, the Bigs, are the Houston Astros. Wow, they are red smoking hot. So they have a franchise record, 78 hits during a 5-game streak, remain tied atop the American League West standings, entering the final month of the season. Houston swept the Red Sox at Fenway for the first time in franchise history. Astros are set for a strong push in September. They got everybody back healthy. So they scored 45 runs in 4 games. In their previous 4 games, the Houston Astros. And so they will start September this weekend with Texas and Seattle. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. They will begin a 3-game season home against the Yankees tomorrow night in advance of a crucial series beginning on Labor Day against the Rangers in Arlington. So that's a really big series for the Astros and the Rangers. Both of those teams, of course, in the American League West, and so they're duking it out, and they are chasing each other. In fact, it's called now the Wild Wild West, and with good reason. Seattle leads the Astros by 1 percentage point, and the Rangers are 1 game back. The Mariners have won 8 out of 10. The Astros have won 5 in a row and 7 out of 10. The Rangers, in a tailspin, they've lost 7 out of 10. So that's a great divisional race. They play all through September. They'll wrap it up the last weekend in September before the playoffs start. So a lot of baseball left. 30-some games left. Probably 30, 32, I guess. Basically left for everybody in the bigs this season and the regular season. Central Division, Minnesota, 5-game lead over the Guardians of Cleveland. In the East, good one there. Baltimore's leads down to a game and a half now. The Rays just keep on coming. They've won 4 in a row and 8 out of 10. The Orioles lead the division by a game and a half. They've won 7 out of 10. The Tampa Bay Rays are in second. As we said, they've won 4 in a row, 8 out of 10. The Yankees are in the tank, but they've won 3 in a row. So they're trying to pull it together here. They're 3 under 500. Yankees are 65 and 68 right now, but they've won 3 in a row, so they're trying to get it together. In the National League, the Braves are the Braves. Best team in baseball, 87 wins, 45 defeats. Wow. There are 44 wins at home, 43 wins on the road. So they've done it both home and away. They're in, as we said, in Dodger Stadium starting tonight. In the Central Division, pretty good race. The Brewers lead the Cubs by 3 and the Reds by 6 games. The Brewers have lost 2 in a row, but they still won 8 out of 10. Now, the Cubs are hot. They've won 2 in a row and 7 out of 10 for the Cubbies. They're 3 games back in the Central. And, of course, the Dodgers lead the Giants and the Diamondbacks on a runaway by 14 games. That one's done for all intents and purposes, unless they have a total collapse, and I don't see it happening. Wild card, if he started today, it'll be in the American League, Tampa Bay, Houston, and Texas. In the National League, we started today, and we're not, of course. The Phillies, the Cubs, and San Francisco and Arizona are literally tied for that 3rd playoff spot. So it's going to be an interesting month of September. And, of course, in September, as you know, they will begin, if not at the beginning of the month, by the middle of the month, they'll be into interdivisional play. So if you're behind or want to try and catch up, you'll have that opportunity because you'll be playing inside your division. So it'll separate, the, as they say in the book, the wheat from the chaff. So it'll be a good chance to see that. And so Major League Baseball, pretty exciting as we talked yesterday. I'm sure Rob Manfred, the commissioner of Major League Baseball, is just going gaga because you've got Baltimore and Tampa Bay going at it in the American League East. You got Seattle, Houston, and Texas going at it in the American League West. In the National League Central, you got the Brewers and the Cubs and the Reds. And in the wild card playoff, as we said, you had 2 teams, San Francisco and Arizona, literally tied for that 3rd spot in the wild card playoff, which, again, we got another month of baseball, but still. And then in the National League, the Reds are only a game back, and the Marlins are 3 games back in the wild card standings. And the American League, rather, Toronto's only 2.5 back. So it's, you know, it is very doable for any of these teams to catch the front runners as far as the wild card. So we'll see. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at college football. Got one starting tonight. It's a big weekend. It starts tonight with the Florida Gators and the Utah Utes. We'll talk about that and who else is playing in top 25 college football. We know the Hokies are not in top 25, but they are playing Old Dominion on Saturday in Blacksburg. East Tennessee State travels to Jacksonville State. Those are the 2 other regional teams. Of course, Tennessee and the Virginia Cavaliers will square off at noon on Saturday in Nashville at Titan Stadium. So it's here, folks. As the late John Ward would say, it's football time in Tennessee, and I'm ready for it. Of course, we've got a big high school game tomorrow night. Cyclones travel to Granger to battle the Grizzlies in the regional opener. 6:55 airtime, 7:30 kickoff, and we are very, very excited about that. Can't wait to head down the road. We have volleyball tonight. I have the Lady Cyclones and Chucky Doak in a volleyball match or game, again at John Treadway Gymnasium, and we'll go in there at 6:15 with that. First serve right around 6:30 tonight. The Cyclone volleyball team and the Lady Black Knights from Chucky Doak in volleyball tonight at John Treadway Gymnasium. Monday, we'll billboard this one for you. Monday, 10 o'clock Monday morning, Labor Day, JV football against the Greenville Green Devils. Need we say anything else? 10 o'clock at the stadium on Monday, 10 a.m., of course. And Whitney Blevins going to help me. She is, of course, the better half of Brandon, Bryson's mama, from the quarterback from T.A. Duggar, of course, and Brandon's better half. And so I jokingly said one day, I said, you ought to help me do a game. She said, I will. I said, you will? She said, yeah, let's try it. I said, love someone thinking outside the box. Okay, so we are going to have Whitney Blevins with us on Monday, again, as the Cyclones take on Greenville, again, at Citizens Bank Stadium. It's the first high school game of the year at the stadium. How about that? Now, we got a lot of football coming up in October, and we hope November at the stadium. But this will be the first high school game at Citizens Bank Stadium this year. And we still don't have a varsity game until the 15th. But then, you know, the last 3 regular season games will be at Citizens Bank Stadium. Northview Academy Volunteer, I think I got that in the right order. Northview Academy Volunteer, of course, Greenville on October the 27th. Let's see if I got it right. That's by memory, and I know how my memory is. It's kind of scary at times. But let's see if I got it right here. October, let's see. Yep, Northview Volunteer Open Date in Greenville will be the October schedule. So our last 3 games of the year are at home after being on the road for, you know, the first month and a half of the season. So there you go. We'll have football, a lot of it. But the first one at the stadium involving a high school team, as we said, will be Monday morning, Labor Day morning, 10 o'clock. Greenville comes to town, and we'll be going there about 9:45. Kickoff at 10 from Citizens Bank Stadium. The weather's supposed to be perfect this weekend. Going to be in the 80s, no rain, so great time to be outdoors doing anything for this Labor Day weekend. And whatever you do, please include your eating plans. The good folks right here at Poor Trav's Deli, 543-6128. Get you a bunch of sandwiches. Come to the ball game on on Monday, or going to the lake on Monday. Whatever you're doing Monday, because they're going to be open, please include Poor Trav's Deli at 543-6128, the number to call to place your order. Eat it here or take it, as most of them done here today, and head right back out the door. Quick break for the Eagles Center. Back after this, we're live here again. As we are, we're again, Sean Whitten's due to be with us here at the bottom of the hour, the head football coach of the Cyclones. Back after this from the Eagle Center on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Reminds me of the Eagle Center, and it said, things tell a story when people no longer can. And that's kind of appropriate for our store, because when you walk throughout the store, so many things spark a memory or a reminder of a family member or a place or a time long ago. And the antique and vintage decor that we have can really add some character and some conversation to your home, as well as bring back memories and things of times past.
Absolutely. What's the hours you're open?
We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5. And we usually stay late on the Saturdays for the car shows.
Social media?
So we have a Facebook page, Eagle Center Co-op.
And you're physically located where in downtown Elizabethton?
507 East Elk Avenue. It's in the second block of downtown. Hard to miss.
Yep.
First big building.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football. Got to check them out. The good folks downtown. Eagle Center Co-op. I believe in the place, believe in her, believe in the facility. And be loyal, buy local, and buy it in Betsy. One of our great sponsors, Eagle Center Co-op in downtown Elizabethton.
Win Huddle, we want to create a positive atmosphere where all athletes can further develop their skills, whether it's strength training, speed training, football skills. We train all athletes of all different kinds, from ages 5 through college athletes. We actually trained our first athlete for the NFL Combine, Cameron Coleman, this past year. We got basketball athletes, soccer athletes, baseball athletes. So just contact us, and we'll try to get your athlete to a higher level.
Social media, how do we find you?
Yes, Witten Huddle on Facebook, social media. It's WITTENHUDDLE.
What about a phone number?
Yeah, 423-707-5419. Just contact me, and we'll set up a private session. And then after those private sessions, you continue private session, or you can join the group sessions.
Well, we're great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Coach Ryan Whitten at Witten Huddle. Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Dillon Sports Show, Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher-ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Dillon Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. And great folks at Physical Therapy Services. And back on the Tom Dillon Sports Show again. We are live. We are Port Travis Deli. As we told you, we'll tell you over and over and over again. Patronize those who patronize your kids. Again, he gives out free sandwiches. I mean, I'm averaging 2 or 3 sandwiches a game, depending on who. I mean, tonight's volleyball will be no different. So, again, Red Slagle and Ben Adams won the player of the game Friday night at Morristown West. Every time Tia Duggar plays, he gives out free sandwiches. So, and he wants to do it, and he's glad he's doing it. But please remember, you know, he's scratching your kid's back. Scratch his back, too. We're talking about if you're a Cyclone fan or a Tia Duggar fan. You know, it's just that simple. It ain't free. You just, you know, it's going out the door. You know, it's a turkey sandwich is a turkey sandwich, you know. And so just remember that. He's investing in your kids, and case in point, a turkey sandwich is $5.15. You give away 3 or 4 of those a game, that's $20. You can do the math. So just remember, support him because he's supporting the student athletes at Elizabeth and Tia Duggar. So, and we appreciate that very much. Go JV Cyclones, beat Greenville. Whitney will do great. Yes, she will. I can't wait to have her on. She is, she absolutely, I'll try it. I love someone who'll think outside the box. You know, Forrest Holt did it to dance. Dancing with the Stars, so did Justin Smith, so did Sean Witten, so did Jeff Jones. The guys from Elizabeth that won it over the years. So, you know, stepped out of the box to try and do something different. And Whitney said, absolutely, I'll help you on Monday. We'll have a big time. I said, okay. That's all I needed to hear. College football cranks up tonight, folks. The Florida Gators will be at number 14 Utah, 8 o'clock, ESPN. Billy Napier. I think the heat's on. I think it's a safe way to say it. I don't think the Florida Gator fan base, or especially, and this is just my opinion, I don't think they're overly endeared to Billy Napier. So I think he's got some proving to do. And I know there's a lot of Graham Mertz as he's starting quarterback, and there's some, how about question marks is the way to describe it. Some question marks in the Gator football program tonight. Some of those will be solved, I'm sure, when the Utah Utes, 14th in the country, will host them. Coming up tonight, it's going to be on ESPN, 8 o'clock kickoff. And so it really gets going now for the Labor Day weekend and college football weekend. On Saturday, you know, Tennessee, 12th ranked team in the country, the Volunteers taking on Virginia at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, 12 o'clock kickoff. Their big pass rusher is going to be out. Virginia starting defensive end Chico Bennett missing the season opener against Tennessee with a knee injury. So Cavaliers are hopeful they'll get him back next week when they play James Madison. Team's best pass rusher won't be there on Saturday. So that is an obvious feather in the cap for the Tennessee offense to have the best pass rusher over there in street clothes and can't play. They'll do it at 12. The other 12 o'clock games, 25th ranked Iowa, the Hawkeyes hosting Utah State. Number 2, Michigan, the Big House. Jim Harbaugh, as you know, not coaching. His assistants are. I don't think it's going to make a difference. East Carolina's your team. Well, you say that, Tom. You don't know. I said, no, I don't know. But on paper, Michigan would be your overwhelming favorite. Number 2 team in the country, 12 o'clock kickoff. 17th ranked TCU, the Horned Frogs take on Colorado, the Buffaloes, and Deion Sanders, head coach, his coaching debut for Colorado. 20th ranked Oklahoma, home at Arkansas State. Those are all 12 o'clock games. 2 o'clock, Mercer will be at number 22, Ole Miss. So the Rebels start with a checkbook game against Mercer. 15th ranked, in fact, most of these teams do. 15th ranked Oregon taking on Portland State. Also, afternoon game, Texas, the Longhorns, 11th in the country, hosting the Rice Owls. Notre Dame already with a win under the belt against Navy. They'll be at home against Tennessee State, 13th-ranked Fighting Irish, 3:30 kickoff on Saturday in South Bend. You have third-ranked Ohio State, another 3:30 game going to Indiana to battle the Hoosiers, Big Ten opener and season opener. You also have 19th-ranked Wisconsin taking on the Buffalo University. I don't even know what I would assume it's the Buffalo Bisons, but I don't know that. 10th-ranked Washington hosting Boise State. Top-ranked Georgia, the Bulldogs will battle UT Martin. 6th-ranked Southern Cal will entertain Nevada. Other top 25 games, you got 16th-ranked Kansas State taking on Southeast Missouri State. 23rd-ranked Texas A&M. The Aggies will play New Mexico. These are night games on Saturday. This could be interesting. West Virginia's down, but it's still a big rivalry game. West Virginia will go to 7th-ranked Penn State at Beaver Stadium and play the Nittany Lions at 7:30 on Saturday. 21st-ranked North Carolina and South Carolina neutral site in Charlotte at 7:30 on Saturday at the Bank of America Stadium. 4th-ranked Alabama takes on Middle Tennessee State. I know locally Parker Hughes and Trent Taylor from Elizabethton High School are on Middle Tennessee State's football team. They're taking on 4th-ranked Alabama at 7:30 in Tuscaloosa on Saturday. It's a big thrill to those kids, I'm sure. 24th-ranked Tulane. Tulane will take on the Green Wave, takes on South Alabama on Saturday night. Then you jump into Sunday, a couple of games on Sunday. 18th-ranked Oregon State travels to San Jose State. And, of course, probably the best game of the weekend will be Sunday night, 7:30 kickoff in Orlando, neutral site. 8th-ranked Florida State. Now, I guess we need to check see if that game's still on because of the hurricane. Never thought of that. I don't know if Orlando was impacted or not. I know Gainesville on up into Jacksonville was. I don't know if that one's been canceled. I'll have to double check on that. But in Orlando, scheduled at 7:30 on Sunday night, 8th-ranked Florida State, the Seminoles taking on the 5th-ranked LSU Tigers. So that'd be a good one. And then on Labor Day, a great time come by here on Monday. Grab you some sandwiches and go home and watch Clemson, 9th-ranked Clemson at Duke on Labor Day Monday, an 8 o'clock kickoff from Durham, North Carolina. So it'll be a good one. Brenda Grindstaff, hello, lady. You know what they say. Conway said it and said it best. Hello, darling. How you doing? You've got Tennessee football coming up on Saturday, as we told you. Let's run down the high school football games for you on Friday night. We got a couple of Thursday night games tonight, as a matter of fact. We'll run down those for you, too. You have, let's see if I can hit them real quick. Knox, Powell, and Oak Ridge play tonight. Northview Academy will be at Seymour tonight. South Green, the Rebels, hosting Cumberland Gap tonight. Chucky Doak, the Black Knights, go to West Green. That's a big one. That's tonight. Everything else is tomorrow night. Johnson County at Claiborne. Crockett and Boone in the Musket Bowl in Gray tomorrow night. Cherokee at Greenville. Cloudland goes to Hancock County. Cock County will be at Hardin Valley. Also coming up tomorrow night in high school football, Jefferson County coming into Johnson City to battle Science Hill. Dobbins Minute travels to West Ridge. Sullivan East will be in Churchill to battle the Volunteer Falcons. Moorestown West, we saw them last week, obviously, a good football team. Moorestown West will be at Tennessee High. It'll be an interesting regional game tomorrow night at the Stone Castle. Tennessee High and Moorestown West. Twin Springs, Virginia, the Fighting Titans will be in Unaka tomorrow night up Stony Creek to battle the Rangers. Pigeon Forge comes into Unicoi County to battle the Blue Devils. And as we said, our game tomorrow night, 6:55 airtime, video and audio. The Cyclones and Granger, the regional opener for the Cyclones in Granger tomorrow night. Beautiful drive down there. We'll have video and audio for you tomorrow night. Beautiful drive down there around the lake. And gorgeous facility, pretty school. We'll see if we'll go down. Our goal is to enjoy the pretty ride down and enjoy the pretty facilities. And they are. They're very first-class facilities at Granger. And then get a W and head on back home and go back next week on the road to Cherokee, then come on for the home opener in 2 weeks against the Daniel Boone Trailblazers. So there you go. That's your schedule coming up. Sean Witten due to join us. He'll be here in just a second. He's on his way. He got out of class, heading down the highway. Great meatball sub at Poor Travs. Carl got him a meatball sub. You know, Carl, because you got it. Richard said, what are you going to have for lunch when you get done the show? You know what? In honor of Carl Wilson, who came by here today, Michael Shields. Appreciate them boys. They're fine, fine fellers. And they're big fans of the show, and I can't thank them enough for that. I think I'm going to give me a meatball sub because Carl did. How about that? Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here at Poor Trav's Deli, 543-6128. Proud sponsor, a player of the game. We do have volleyball tonight. Again, the Tia Duggar Cyclones travel to Crockett tonight to take on Crockett in a 6 o'clock kickoff. We are volleyballing tonight. We'll take on Elizabeth and Chucky Doak. 6:15 airtime, 6:30 first serve tonight at the gym on the campus of Elizabethton High School. Then tomorrow night, Cyclones go to Granger. Monday, JV football on Labor Day Monday, 10 o'clock kickoff. The Cyclones and the Greenville Green Devils. Need we say more? I'm telling you, there'll be a big crowd. The weather's going to be perfect on Monday morning for Labor Day, 10 o'clock kickoff. And it'll be, I'm telling you, folks won't believe it. If you're outside of this area, there'll be a big crowd. I don't know if it'll be, that's not going to be a sellout or anything like that. But there'll be a lot of folks on Labor Day Monday, but the weather's going to be as good as it is with no rain. And just because it's Greenville and Elizabeth, there'll be a lot of folks in the stands on both sides watching that game Monday, 10 o'clock kickoff, JV football. The Cyclones and the Greenville Green Devils will have that for you right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and now on YouTube. Love my credit union rewards. Tell me about that from the credit union, would you please?
Yeah, we have some awesome rewards that you may not know about. And so you'll visit bemycu.org, and then you can look at all of the discounts and exclusive savings just for our credit union members. And it's not hard at all to be a member. So if you want more information about that, definitely reach me at 547-1200. And we've got discounts like H&R Block, you know, it's tax season, it's tax time, and hopefully you'll get some money back. You never know, some people have to pay. But we've got Intuit TurboTax discount. We've got Xfinity Mobile, Spectrum Mobile, Rental Karma, TrueStage, and so forth. So check that out, definitely.
Visit bemycu.org.
Yeah.
Find out more about that. Then you have account alerts and home banking. What's going on about that?
Yeah, this is something that you feel safe with your accounts, and it's really a secure feature. And, you know, you could set this up on your time, such as account balances. You can be alerted of when it falls below or goes above that certain limit you want it to stay at. And we've got ATM withdrawal alerts. We've got direct deposit posting to account alerts. I'm sure people love that because they want to know when they're getting paid. And we got checks clearing alerts, withdrawals, and transfers. So, and it's, you know what, it's free. So you can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
Nope.
From Northeast Community Credit Union, last but not least, investment rates are up. That's a good sign. Tell me what's going on with that.
They are. We have options. We've got certificate of deposit options, and then we've got Roth and variable rates for the IRAs. We've got definitely earned tax advantages. You can, such as, let's look here. Traditional offers tax-deferred earnings and possibly tax-deductible contributions if you meet the requirements. And then you got Roth, or not tax-deductible. However, you eventually can withdraw contributions and earnings from a Roth IRA tax-free eventually. So there's just a few examples there. If you want to check out our rates, we have those posted on our website at bemycu.org. And we have awesome, low, competitive rates right now. I mean, you can't beat it.
Hours are open?
We're open at the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock. Our lobby opens at 8:30. We close at 4:30 Monday through Thursday. We close at 5 on Friday. And we are open drive-thru only at every location Saturdays from 9 until noon.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, BMyCU, or Northeast Community Credit Union.
And the locations are?
Rome Mountain off of 19E. We've got one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have our main office behind Elizabethton High School, and then off of West Oakland Avenue in Johnson City.
There you go. Good report, as always.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Andrew Lewis, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Northeast Community Credit Union.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue. And that is always the buzz. And if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
I'm with Lynn Freeman, the general manager of Elizabethton and Ford, and also Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. What's going on? What's happening down here, my friend?
Lots and lots of good things. It's game day, folks, but we're here and we're always ready to give a good deal. We got 10% off on both new and select inventory here at Ford and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We have a huge inventory of both new and pre-owned cars, paying extra dollars for trade-in, but then we're willing to go the extra mile for you. Good luck, Elizabethton. Let's win another championship this year.
There you go. Lynn Freeman, general manager of Ford of Elizabethton and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Elizabethton. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Sean's on his way, and so we'll talk to Coach Whitten when he gets here. All right, Labor Day tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday only. Big John's here in Elizabethton. 10% off all vanities, all linen cabinets, all marble tops, light fixtures, and ceiling fans, both in stock and special order. 10% off across the board tomorrow, Friday, and Monday. Waterproof luxury vinyl flooring on sale for $239 per square foot with 3 styles to choose from. And save $30. I think I'm getting one of these too. I think I talked to him the other day. I talked to Travis at church last night about it. $30 on your steel BG56 handheld blower for only $169.99. Or the GTA 26 pruning saw. Getting ready to saw down some tree limbs. Do a little fall cleanup. Getting ready for the winter. Get those dead limbs out of your trees. Pruning saw for only $149.99 at Big John's Closeouts. But the BG56 handheld blower, and I've bought a battery-powered weed eater. Man, that thing's awesome from Steel. Got it from Big John's Closeouts back in June. That thing will tear up Jack. I didn't realize how good it would. Keeps a long battery charge, too. I can go about, 40, 45 minutes off and on of weed eating if need be. And it has a little indicator right there on top of the battery. It tells you what the battery strength is, so it's a good one. It's a Steel handheld weed eater. I'm getting ready to get a handheld blower for $169.99. On sale Labor Day weekend, again, where they hammer high prices starting tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday, 10% off. All vanities, linen cabinets, marble tops, light fixtures, and ceiling fans, both in stock and special order at Big John's Closeouts, where they hammer high prices. Mike Barnett does a wonderful job. Appreciate those guys. We'll get him in there. Let's take a break for Ivy Hall Nursing Home. He's here. Our head football coach, Sean Whitten, of the third-ranked Elizabethton Cyclones, joins us next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live, as we are. We're right here again at Poor Trav's Deli. So, now, Coach Witten's here. You remember coming down as a little guy, right?
Used to come down here. It used to be open on every Sunday. You come down here after church. My brothers and I, we load up about 2 sandwiches a piece, get a extra large bag of Doritos and take it home and eat on Sundays. That's what we used to do. But, yeah, I remember eating here all the time. Had them on speed dial.
Had them on speed dial. The Witten boys down here to get lunch. So I can only assume with you and Jason Ryan, that big bag of Doritos, whatever, it didn't last long.
No, the sandwich didn't last long. Sometimes didn't last until we got out at Colonial Acres. I'm on Papa's house, but sometimes we ate them in the cars. So we had Ryan to chauffeur us around a little bit, a couple years older than us, and that's what we do.
Yeah. Growing boys.
Yeah.
You had to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Had to get some grub, so there you go. As I said after the Science Hill game, we talked about this. We beat a good team. They went down and beat Anderson County last week on their turf, the defending state champ. Then last Friday night, tell you what, that nose guard, Giovanni Chavez, and that football team, we beat a good football team.
Well, Morristown West said it for years. They're a big school. We've scrimmaged them for, 15 out of 17 years, it seems like. And then they are a big school. I remember the last time I talked to Alvin, they thought they were going to go 6A. I mean, they're over 1,600 enrollment school. They're a big school. They do have talent. They do have athletes. And it showed Friday night. I mean, a right tackle that's 330, a nose tackle that's 330, a tight end and H-back that was really good, a senior quarterback. Did a good job of keeping the running backs fresh, I thought. And really good secondary. Ended up making some plays against us. But, just a really good football team. It was, credit to our guys. It's what we needed, what we wanted to face, and games like that only get you better.
Our quarterback threw 2 picks early, but I thought he settled down, showed some poise, and in my mind, he kind of grew up in front of us because, when you're throwing interceptions on the road, you can get a little bit rattled, but he didn't seem to be. Rhett Slagle came back, looked like he settled down, played good.
Well, we knew the game plan as big as they were up front. The 2 inside linebackers, we knew we were going to have to open it up a little bit. So we tried to really come out, spreading them out and really kind of, trying to see if we could get, soften them up and then be able to get the run game going. So, we did get some pressure at times, and we've been working on those, just escaping the pocket, making the throws, making good decisions. I think the first interception just, he's got to get more to the sideline, allow the receivers to first see that he has scrambled so they can, do a scramble drill, which we coach and we teach. But, just a drop back quarterback to be able to escape over the top, be able to come up and under, to make that throw, kind of threw the ball too early back across the middle. And then the one in the red zone is just, as you gain experience, you got to look the safety off. And so just a mistake there that, we've worked on red zone throws. A week ago against Science Hill, we lined up and did some goal line sets. We moved Gerard back there to quarterback at times. So he's had some experience there. And so we felt like we had some matchups to be able to throw the ball when we got in the red zone and, kind of got away from us there. But those are growing opportunities. Then he comes back and makes 2 heck of a scramble throws later on in the game. So that's what the technology for is on the sidelines. That's what the communication for. Without those plays, we don't have an opportunity to go up. The big one was right before half, obviously in the second quarter, escaping to the right and then finding Eli down the middle.
Touchdown. We had touchdowns. Rhett took one in on quarterback keepers. As you said, mentioned the touchdown with Eli Blevins, his second touchdown pass, and his Blevins' second touchdown. He had the interception against Science Hill. And then Jeriah Griffin gets in on the Wildcat package and scores. So nice to him back getting a touchdown.
It is. I mean, we've tried to get him involved on running the football there and in the goal line situations and some short yardage. Just his ability to he's a former running back, and then just his speed and athleticism there, allows us to just create some mismatches, and we try to get one going to the edge with his speed, which was really good. We got Kyron and Mason Ball and Justice and Big Mason Hall in there blocking for him. So, you try to get those packages that, seem to sometimes work pretty good. We just had didn't handle the snaps a couple times, So, still work in progress in a lot of ways. But I do love how in the first 2 games, how we've really come out in the third quarter and really put an exclamation mark on it. We've really seemed to play harder as the game goes along. We forced 2 turnovers in the third quarter that got us up 20-7, and those are things you like to see early in the season.
Everybody knows they stopped the game because of weather. I've never been a part of that before in all the years I've been doing ball games. So they stopped it for the obvious reason, lightning and rain. What was your take on all that?
Well, it's tough. I mean, obviously you want to finish the game. I mean, to that point, you're talking about 25 penalties that occurred to 3 quarters. I think, it's tough, one, to sustain the level of play with that heat and ask the guys to play at that high level, for that long a period of time. I think, coming back on Saturday to play a game is probably the least of what you want to try to do.
No.
We want to stay as long as possible, wait it out as long as we can. And then, that decision's got to be made between the athletic directors, the principals, and the coaches. And they felt like since it was a non-region game, it was best that not to put the guys back out on the playing field because it was already, almost 9:30, quarter to 10. So, you like to stay and play it. You like to kind of finish it. But we had the ball on the 18-yard line going in. We felt like at that point it was already a 2-score game, and we made decisions what's best for the players.
And the other thing I want to ask you about too, as a coach, everybody knows the DB Greenville game got stopped 14-14, and they just wiped it off. It's like it never played. To me, that's very tough for the kids. Everybody go over there and play, and they stop the game and can't finish it out. So that'd be pretty tough, wouldn't it?
It is tough. I mean, I don't know how they canceling the game on Friday night, obviously, and then how long do you wait? What is the time limit there? And then, their game was still in the third quarter because a lot of the kickoffs Friday got moved back to, 8 o'clock. And then on top of that, it was a TV game. But, then, how do you ask them to come back and play Saturday? I mean, how do you finish the 9 minutes or the 2 quarters? What time of day do you play that? How do you kind of make that schedule work? So just a lot of difficult things here. Obviously, some of the things you can't control. But I really thought that, we had made some, felt like it could have been a blessing in disguise for us, the opportunity to finish the game. We felt like at that point, if we kick a field goal, we're up 23-7. It puts them in the best they could do against us is tie. So we felt like we had a great opportunity to kind of close the game out there. Really tough game, really good environment. That's the difference in the stadiums where Morristown West was the stands are right up on top of you there. So really thought that the first game against Johnson City, everything kind of went our way for a long period of time. In Morristown West, we faced some adversity. I thought our defense played phenomenal after the first 2 turnovers. They didn't gain a yard. And then, kudos to guys that, Red ended up, Luke Whaley ended up having 6 catches for 105 yards, 2 of them on deep balls. So our guys have been really resilient the first 2 weeks, and I think that we've shown signs of some great maturity.
We're talking to Sean Whitmer live here again at Port Travis Deli. Let's hit this right here and record it as we go for Friday night. Scouting report against the Granger Grizzlies.
I think everybody knows that Granger's really a run-dominant football team. They've had their struggles in football, more of a basketball, baseball school, and they've been in our conference. Now here for 6 or 7 years. It seems like every time we've played Granger, we've had to go to Granger. I feel like we've only played them home. Out of 6 games, we play them home, play them once. But it's a first conference road game. It's a game we need to get continue to gain confidence and valuable experience in certain positions to continue to provide depth. And I think it's a good opportunity for us to sustain momentum. And we're just building for down the road.
Keys to win this thing Friday night.
Well, I think obviously we want to have offensive success. You want to spread the football around, keep our offensive linemen in a rhythm. Continue to do a great job in the kicking game. You want to see us do a great job of rotating personnel in there, different guys. You calling different guys' names over the intercom and on the radio, and so we want to do that. But we got to gain valuable experience at the quarterback position to be able to get a better grasp with the offense of what we want to do. And then the first game against Science Hill was a lot of Zeth. Last week it was a lot of Caleb Holzer. Without Jaybird tonight, we really feel like we need to do a good job of making sure that we're very crisp in the run game.
There you go. There's your scouting report against Granger. So our first football game at the bank for the high school will be Monday morning, 10 o'clock. JV game, Greenville, coming to town. So we got Whitney Blevins going to help me call the game, which I'm looking forward to that. She said, absolutely, I'll try it. So get the ladies involved. That'd be very good. You think Katie Whitten would ever do something like that?
I don't know. She's having a hard time. They've Tony and Stacy have tried to get her on the radio.
No.
You might be able to convince her. I don't know. It's been tough.
What's your mom?
I don't know. I can't ever call my mom or my mama ever getting on the radio when my granddad coached. I don't know, but I'd pat you on the back if you can get Katie on the radio for sure.
Or get your mom, because I'd be beep, beep. I'd be hitting that beep button.
Well, sometimes I'm surprised you hadn't had to turn down the volume anyway, because the way she hollers and carries on in the stands. Sometimes I remember when we were in high school, we used to have film on Saturday. We used to have to press the mute button because you could hear my mom underneath the video recorder. She's our biggest fan for sure.
Oh, yeah.
She loves the Cyclones, and then she'll get on those zebra stripes for sure.
Absolutely, she's all about them. So,
Yeah.
So you've grade your team. You played 2 games, 2 good teams: Science Hill, Morristown West. Now we got 2 more road games: Granger and Cherokee, and we come on for Boone. So, first 2 games in Sean Whitten's eyes, where are we? A, B, C, or D?
Well, I mean, it's hard. We always we're going to chase perfection. We're going to try to establish some excellence. I think our guys have done a good job of upholding the standard. I think 1, our guys have been super tough. 2, I think we've been really resilient. 3, I really think we finished the game a lot better sometimes than we've started the game. Our energy level, our intensity has been pretty phenomenal. Our communication and small details, obviously sometimes can get a little bit better. But, we're off to a really good start. We got a chance to really establish some momentum here. With the playing some critical JV games early in the season against Johnson City, Mo West, Greenville, like you mentioned. Also have a JV game against Westridge on Thursday. Got to get the young guys more looks. I really feel like that coming into this stadium, on our first home game, we got an opportunity to come in here like gladiators.
So you've got a JV win Monday night back down Morristown West. Big win.
We had a big win, Morristown West, 34-22. Guys played really good. Ran the ball hard, made some plays. Defense was really stout. Billy Woodby, Landry Buckles, Wesley Taylor, Uriah Matheson. Those guys were phenomenal at the linebacker position. Travis Smalls had an interception. CJ ran hard. McDuffie ran hard. Jackson Price had a couple touchdown passes. So we're getting better in those areas. And guys like Big J, Kodak, had Cooper Atkins had a good night blocking. Riley Jones did a good job on both sides of the ball. So we really feel that we're growing in a lot of areas. We're off to a good start. Practices are really good. There's something about this team that we got an opportunity to be special. We just got to make sure we stay healthy and make sure we're making good decisions.
Tia Duggar plays at Crockett tonight. And where does the Junior Cyclones play Saturday?
Junior Cyclones, we play at Daniel Boone. One group's at Daniel Boone. I'm not exactly sure where the other group's at, but we're starting to get in the meat of the schedule here for the youth football. But a lot of success early on with our youth football leagues, and hopefully we can finish strong. So
if I can talk Katie Whitten on coming on in any way, shape, or form in the ball game, what do I get from you? Do I get candy bar? Or anything? You might get suited up. We might have to put you in. Might have to get your own jersey, Tom Taylor football jersey made or something. I don't know. Big 00. Yeah. Be good. That's good. Good stuff. Yeah. You're lucky. You got a great. To me, you're one of the coolest pictures when they won the Railroad Rumble trophy. They had the Whitten picture, Katie, Brookie, Natalie, and Ryder, of course, Coach holding that trophy. That was special. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's an opportunity. In our house, we for years, there's a lot of football conversations, and you got to have a strong family, and it starts. My grandmother was was the rock of our household when our grandfather coached, and she made sure Pap didn't get on us too hard at times, and she said, "Now, Dave, that's enough with them boys." But our mom's been our biggest supporter. She's been super tough, and then on top of that, Kate and I've been together a long time, and she understands the work that we put in, and the things that we ask our players to do, and
how much we live football. So, just having your family support and and them there to, in order to be a coach, it all starts at home. In order to be able to do the things you want to do, you got to have that support at home. And so, my kids are as much a part of the win as any. They know how much we put our heart and soul into it, and how much we try to strategize and do different things. And so, we want. We had Ryder and his buddies were up in the locker room Friday night at Mo West, and it's really cool. So these guys in Orange and Black don't really know what kind of hometown heroes they are. They don't really know what kind of legacy they leave, and we got a lot of guys in youth football and Teodugger that really look up to them.
There you go. Get on that bus tomorrow night and go, Emma.
Yeah, we're going to be some road warriors after this week and next week with a lot of traveling. So we're going to be excited to get back home for our first home game in September. Excited about the opportunity that we have in front of us, and we got a chance to be a really good football team here in a couple weeks.
Cyclone Nation will be down there with you tomorrow. We'll travel well. We always do.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Go Cyclones.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
You got it. Head Coach John Wooden here. I appreciate him very much being with us here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live, as we are. We're here again at Poor Trav's Deli. Hello, Mrs. Cannon. You want to come over and speak? Come on. You don't want to come over? She said, I did my job. What day was it? I was there Tuesday? Monday? I don't know what day. Tuesday. I was there Tuesday. So, but you know what? I can play her commercial. She's right here. She's picking up lunch for the gang at Cannon Furniture. Oh, I'm supposed to. Yeah, I am. So, did you get your lunch? You got it? Perfect. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're going to play her commercial right now. Here's Kristen Cannon from Anderson Furniture. Tell folks out there what Cannon Furniture is all about, would you please?
We are a local, family-owned small business. We have a full line of furniture and bedding, living room, dining room, recliners, mattresses, you name it. We have it. We also do custom lines of furniture.
Some of the product lines you carry are?
We have Bassett, England, Ashley, Benchcraft, Barcalounger, and Sealy, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Beauty Rest, Sierra Sleep. And there's a new one coming soon, but I'll keep that one quiet until it gets here.
To the appropriate time. Hours are open at Cannon Furniture.
Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 5.
They rely a lot on social media. How can we find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Yep. One of our great sponsors is Cyclone Sports. Check them out, folks. Again, be loyal, buy local, and buy at Betsy in downtown Elizabeth. And the great folks are right here, Cannon's Furniture.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live again here at Poor Trav's Deli. Coach Witten, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate him. I'm going to get that's my challenge. We'll get Katie Whitten on here somehow. So Kristen was here just now. She said, she texted her and said, would you ever get on a game with Tom? She said, not a chance I'm going to get on there. So, but we're going to work on her. Whitney Blevins is on Monday. We'll be at the stadium ready to roll. And so it'll be 10 o'clock kickoff on Monday morning. Labor Day, Greenville's coming. Greenville JV and RJV. Whitney Blevins will go in there at 9:45, kickoff at 10 o'clock. Looking forward to doing that very much. And so Whitney's side just jokingly asked her, "Do you help me do a game?" She said, "Well, absolutely." So she's going to help me do a game. I can't wait. It's going to be great. So let's see what we got going on tonight. Girls soccer. We have Dobbins Minute coming to Elizabethton at 6:30. Science Hill Soccer at Jeff County. West Green will be at Cherokee, and Gatlinburg Pittman at University High. That's tonight's soccer. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you. He's hilarious. He runs 100 miles an hour with his hair on fire. Let's see. Thursday games. Volleyball. Chucky Doak at Elizabethton. This says 5:30. I've got 6:30. I'll have to double check. We're streaming that tonight. Sullivan East, Unicoi County Volleyball. Cherokee at Volunteer Volleyball. Dobbins Minute at Daniel Boone. Tennessee High Crockett. Greenville hosting Johnson County. Science Hill and Westridge in the KSA Fall Classic Tournament in Orlando. I don't know if that's going on because of the hurricane or not. So, and just like I said for Sunday's college football game, Florida State and LSU. I don't know if that's still on or not because of the storm that went through middle part of Florida. I don't know if Orlando was spared or not. I know that from Gainesville on up, they got hit pretty good. So anyway, that's what we've got going on. So that is your soccer tonight and your volleyball tonight. Here's your games again. One game tonight, Cumberland Gap at South Green. Actually, 3 games tonight. Cumberland Gap at South Green. Northview Academy at Seymour. That is of interest to Cyclone fans because Northview Academy is in our region. They play tonight at Seymour. And then Chucky Doak will be at West Green. West Green 2-0 and Chucky Doak at 2-0. That's a good one tonight at West Green. We'll let you know how that goes tomorrow. We'll be at Food City in Gray tomorrow of the show. So tomorrow night, 6A, Jeff County at Science Hill. Dobbins Minute plays at Westridge. In 5A, Crockett at Daniel Boone in the Musket Bowl. Morristown West will play at Tennessee High. 4A football tomorrow night. Regional opener, Cherokee at Greenville. Sullivan East will go to Volunteer. Our game, Elizabethton at Granger. We're going there at 6:55. Video and audio kickoff at 7:30 tomorrow night. 3A football, you have Pigeon Forge at Unicoi County and Johnson County tomorrow night traveling to Claiborne. And in 1A football, Cloudland and Hancock County and North Green hosting Jellicoe. That's your games tomorrow night. Other games happening out of the region. William Blount will be at Heritage. Sevier County, the Smoky Bears hosting Lenore City. The Hampton Bulldogs, we talked to Rob earlier in the show here, taking on, he was here on the show, they're going to Canton, North Carolina to play Pisgah. Pisgah, Pisgah, North Carolina tomorrow night. Twin Springs will be up Stony Creek to battle Unaka. The Fighting Titans coming over from Southwest Virginia to take on Unaka tomorrow night. Tri-Cities Christian and Zion Christian. Cosby at Union County. You have William Blount at Heritage, and who else tomorrow night? Knox Carter at Gatlinburg Pittman. So those are the games going on tomorrow night involving non-regional teams. And our game will be, as we said, tomorrow night. Ready to roll. It'll be 6:55 airtime, 7:30 kickoff. Richard Van Huss, yours truly, and London Taylor running the camera. She has gotten more. It's hilarious. She likes it, but she's been embarrassed because we told you the story last week. By the way, this is really cool, and I'm very proud of this. We had over 10,200 views for that ball game last week. So thank you. Our sponsors love it. And I love it. And, of course, we give honor to the good Lord for that. But anyway, London was running the camera. The window pane was such that the stadiums we couldn't raise. We were just stuck on one end of the stadium. We couldn't show you because the window pane was in the way. Anyway, the reflection on the window, she's up there. She's a nervous wreck. She's doing this, and she's wringing her hands. Well, it's all going out on the reflection on the window, and it's going out on the air. And so everybody sees. She went to church, and, man, they just blistered her Sunday, making fun of her because she was all worked up and wringing her hands. And as I said, she was doing this, and she was this, and she was cheering on the Cyclones in the press box. One time I said, you gotta chill. You can't be so vocal and animated in the press box. You got to be neutral. And so that's hard for her to do. So anyway, she'll be with us on tomorrow night. There's one of our sponsors right there. Sponsors the starting lineup. Brother Blevins, how are you, sir? How about them Cyclones? Got to get healthy. Is yours healthy back? Are they ready to go?
One of them's healthy. Jack's
Still.
MCL's a little messed up.
So it's not his toe now?
No, now it's MCL. First play at Morristown Monday. Tore it up a little bit.
Is he going to be out for a while?
I think another week.
Yeah. So, what? He's out for the year? Who was this? Oh, really? I didn't know that. The J Train's out for the year? The torn ACL. Didn't know that. That's that was Moorestown game. Yeah. Didn't know that. So we're out. The J Train's out for the year? Wow. That's yes. Yes. Hit this button. Wait a minute. Be right back. I want to hit this button right here, and we'll do that. Be right back after this here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hi, this is Big Country, and you're watching my buddy Tom Taylor and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Travis Dudley, one of our great sponsors here, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And the late John Ward says it's football time in Tennessee on a Friday night. Come through here and grab some sandwiches on the way to the game. Tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Give us a call about 10, 15 minutes ahead. Tell us what you want. We'll have it in a bag ready for you. Get right to the game, park it, get you a good seat, start eating.
There you go. What would you recommend out of all these blank and cheese sandwiches? Which one do you like?
Gosh, man, so many good choices. I'm a roast beef guy. That's what I eat mostly myself. It's my personal favorite. Ham and cheese, of course, is the most popular. Reuben is the home run, man. Everybody loves the Reuben. Somebody wants something different, that's what I always try to promote. I tell them to try that. Chicken salad's been selling real well here lately. I like spicy onions on my chicken salad. It seems counterintuitive, but I like it that way. Pretty much everything's been moving real good. Business has been great. Flavors are all right.
Yep. 543-6128 is the number to call. Tell us about the salads.
Salad's a big fistful of lettuce. We'll put it in the tray for you. And it's a chef salad has meat, and then just a regular house salad doesn't have any meat. I like ham in my chef salad. And then we put tomatoes and croutons and shredded cheese, spicy onions, and your choice of honey mustard, Thousand Island, Italian, or ranch dressing.
Then you've got the poor boy sub and the little poor boy sub. Tell me about those.
Cold cut sandwich. It's got bologna, salami, ham, and cheese on it. Served cold, of course. Mayonnaise and spicy onions are pretty popular on the cold cuts. Everybody likes them onions on it.
Getting ready to start up with the Poor Travs Deli Player of the Game. Every game we'll be picking a player of the game, get a free sandwich from Poor Travs, and they love coming down and getting these sandwiches, don't they?
Yeah, and it gives us an opportunity to meet the athletes that are playing games and stuff growing up. Get to see these kids grow up. It's neat.
Yep.
Yep, we like it.
Absolutely. Hours are open?
We're open 9 to 9 Monday through Saturday.
543-6128 is the number to call. And again, right here at Poor Travs and Elizabethton, and one of our great sponsors, my buddy Richard Oakes of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It's going to wrap it up. Big thanks again to our guest today, Rob Fritz. Of course, it started with Richard Oakes from right here at Poor Travs Deli, 543-6128. Big thanks to Rob Fritz from Hampton, talking Hampton Bulldog Sports. Also, we had, of course, the obvious, Sean Whitten came in and talked to us, Cyclone head coach. So we are, trying to figure out if this is, trying to do two things at once here. Hello, Melissa Williams. Tia Duggar playing tonight down at Crockett. Good luck to the Cyclones of Tia Duggar playing there tonight. Also, hello to Krista Britt. Jonathan said Lady Cyclones soccer tonight at 6 against Dobbsman at home. Yep. Hello, Baker. Hello, Amy Whitson. Hello to Mandy. Hello to Jimmy Stout down in Georgia. Thank you, guys and ladies, for being with us. So We apparently we got volleyball. Nobody told me. We got volleyball 5:30 instead of 6:30, so we'll go in there at 5:15 instead of 6:15, I guess. So that's what we're being told here tonight. So what I'm being told. So anyway, we'll take one more last break and run down again. NFL starts tonight. We'll take a look at that real quick and come right back after this from right across the street, the Jewelers Bench on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. What all do you have here at the Jewelers Bench?
So we carry an assortment of items. We've got Watchwise, G-Shock, Bearing, Citizens, Pearl-Wise. We do Imperial Pearl. I get some from a company called AGI, really great company. Diamonds, we do all kinds from Shaw Diamonds. We have lab-grown diamonds, Pandora. Do carry Classic Imports, which is sterling silver items, and then Sterling Reputation, that's sterling silver items. PRO is sterling silver, diamond, 14 karat, yellow gold. Spotto watch bands, stuff from Equity Diamonds, just a wider range.
Jewelry repair, do a lot of that, of course. And jewelry cleaning, all that available here again as we are here at the Jewelers Bench. And so social media, how do we find you?
So Facebook and Instagram, and then website is jewelersbenchtn.com.
One of our great sponsors, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the great folks at the Jewelers Bench.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, it's rundown again. NFL football starts tonight. The defending Super Bowl champion, the Kansas City Chiefs, hosting Detroit tonight. Nope, that's wrong. That's next week. My bad. Scrap that. That's next Thursday. I just saw that, September the 7th. Never mind. But we do have Florida-Utah tonight, college football. That is on for tonight. And then I thought this was really cool. The largest sporting event for women's sports ever happened at Nebraska. It's interesting. Last night, they had a volleyball game at the football field. 92,003 fans watched Nebraska beat Omaha in volleyball at the football field. It's called Volleyball Day in Nebraska. So they played. Yeah, the previous was over 91,000 in Barcelona, Spain. For a women's event, that was soccer, but this was volleyball last night in the United States, world record attendance. They played the volleyball match in the middle of the football field in Lincoln, Nebraska. 92,003 fans filled Memorial Stadium to watch and set a world record in volleyball, or world record for women's sports. So official capacity for the stadium is just over 85,000 for football, but the number is higher for this event because there were seats and standing room on the field. So that's pretty neat. They set a world record last night for the most to ever watch a women's athletic event, 92,003 to watch it last night in Nebraska. So, all right, so that's what we got. So apparently we got volleyball at 5:30 tonight. I'm trying to get a confirmation before we get off there, but not getting a response. I'm going to hang it up and go. We will rejoin you. We will, coming up tonight. I guess at 5:15 instead of at 6:15 for volleyball. So that's what we'll do. We'll be ready for that coming up again tonight. Again, big thanks to Port Travis Deli, 543-6128, the number to call. Again, they're open. They will be open on Labor Day. Remember that. They are supporting our kids. Be sure and support Poor Travis Deli, if you're a Cyclone or TW fan or just anybody out there. He supports the player of the game, but again, we've had a good lunch rush, and it's still coming, and we like that. 543-6128. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours rejoining you, I guess. Looks like at 5:15 for volleyball. Until then, we'll tell you, as always, bloom where you planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 1920 on our road to 2000 today.